Hello, adventurers, and welcome to Grognard and Friends. Your friendly neighborhood Grognard here, and I'm coming to you from the secret underground bunker between worlds, far beneath scenic Grognard Gables, where along with my friends, we play a little game we like to call Dungeons and Dragons. So now, let's check in with the friends and start this week's episode of Grognard and Friends. When last we left our friends, they had stopped by the market where they picked up some new sewer clothes, received directions to Goblin Town, and experienced an unusual magical phenomenon. So now, armored up and back from Goblin Town where Butt Trumpet made some new friends, the group sits in the stone's throw. The night ahead of you, what do you do?
I think we should check on Nikita.
Yes. I agree.
Well, since I'm the one sharing the room with her, I'd like to, oh, wait, I don't have any money in my pockets. Well,
What do you need, Butt Trumpet? I got some.
I'd like to see if we could bring Nikita some soup.
Oh. I'll go get it.
Okay. Then while you're doing that, I'm going to go over to the room and knock on it to see how she's doing, to check on her.
Okay, Butt Trumpet, it takes you a little longer than most people because the stairs are a little big for you, but you make it up there.
With my little legs.
Yep. But you make it to the top and you make it to the door, and you can knock on the door if you'd like.
Nikita?
Oh.
It's Butt Trumpet. How do you feel?
Like those bunnies crawled in my head.
Oh, dear.
What?
Well, we're working on getting you some food, if that would help. Is there anything else you need?
I have no idea. I have never felt like this before.
Oh, dear. All right, well, we'll be back in a little bit then. I go down to go check on how the food's doing with Reed and everything.
Okay, Reed?
I went over to Butterbeer.
Okay.
And I request I need soup.
We happen to always have some available, so be right with you.
Not for me. For Nikita. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she came in looking not too sharp. Do you want me to have Betty take it up to the room?
Sure. That sounds good.
Okay. Shortly thereafter, you see Betty come out with a little tray with a bowl on it and a mug and a little plate, and she heads up the stairs. And Butt Trumpet, as you're about ready to turn around, you see Betty come up with the tray, and she looks down at you and raises up the tray and says, I think your friend wanted this?
Now I'm back downstairs, or
No, you're still out in front of the door. And
yes.
And Betty came up with a tray of food, with soup.
Okay, then I'll knock on the door again and say, Nikita, we have soup. Can we come in?
Sure.
Okay.
Am I able to reach the doorknob?
Yeah, you reach up above your head and you're able to get the door open.
Dangling from the knob.
So you get the door in, Betty comes in, and she brings the tray in and puts it on a table next to the bed. and says, "I've got some broth here for you, as well as some bread, and also a mug of warm cider."
So Nikita has her helmet off. Her eyes are almost completely swollen shut.
Oh
Her
boy!
nose is glowing like Rudolph's. And she kind of tries to crack an eyeball open to look over. Spasiba, do you know what the fuck is wrong with me?
Betty looks at you and says, don't have an idea, but we could get some ice. You could put it across your eyes."
Oh, that would be lovely, Spasiba.
"I will take care of that." She puts the tray down and says, "I'll be right back." And she goes.
I grope clumsily
at this point,
for the tray to start trying to eat. Sorry, go ahead.
I was turned to Gaius. Like, are you really just gonna let her be? Can't you unsick her?
What was that, guys? You're muted.
I was on mute this entire time. You have missed many witty comments that I was saying. I wasn't just slightly muttering to myself in the background. Hello, everyone. Gaius here. Yes, I was waiting for the soup to be brought up, and then I would just walk in all confidently after the fact and just, boop, you're fine now. So at which point Gaius just slams the door open. He's like, I have no idea what I was waiting for. Dramatic entrance time, I guess. He walks over and touches her right on the forehead, boop, and casts Lesser Restoration, removing one disease or condition from the target.
Okay.
Does Nikita, mean I have to keep my bunny away?
Nikita, you feel worlds better. And
that's so much better. Spasiba, Gaius. I can see.
Yep. So Nikita, it was you were okay at the beginning of this when the bunnies were appearing. It was when hordes of them were running over your legs and up your legs a little bit that all of a sudden that's what triggered it. So
I can deal with one or two maybe, but
probably,
if they start congregating, if they start zerging me, I'm screwed.
Exactly.
Nice StarCraft reference.
Welcome.
And here I thought it was Toy Story.
What?
Zerg.
Oh. So anywho, yes, I fixed it. I wasn't on mute this entire time. Dramatic entrance plan was.
No, I greatly
Timing
appreciate
is everything.
Da. Do you know what was wrong with me? Why my face did that after the stupid fucking bunnies showed up?
How often have you interacted with bunnies before?
Never.
Ever?
Yeah.
Never?
First time. Well, how many were there? Like a squillion?
That's a number. It sounded like about that amount. Not known for great math skills, I am, but if it's a squillion, then yes, there was a squillion. So what probably happened
Guys,
is...
you think a squillion probably is like to the T, the number that was probably there.
I've noticed that some people react to certain things adversely. Like, I know some people just start feeling sick all of a sudden when spring shows up.
Oh.
Or when someone is near freshly cut grass. It's a very strange thing, but I know I can usually just remove it real quick. There's also some stuff we can get from like an alchemist or an herbalist that can do it without me blowing a bunch of spells to do it, but you were messed up.
I really was.
I heard tale of an alchemist known as Claritin the Clear.
Oh, I heard of Sudafed the Bold.
I will take either of them as long as I don't react like that again. Did the bunnies disappear? Like they were magical, duh?
They didn't disappear.
Oh, fuck.
Oh dear.
But the good news is, and Gaius we did visit a healer. He does reach into the herbalist kit he bought at some point way in the past. I have some. He smells it. Nope, not that one. And then pulls out another one, touches it on his tongue. Yep, there it is. This is stinging nettle, known to also help with that problem. So brew that in a tea. No, it's just the name of the plant. I don't name the plants. They are named before my time. I am, in fact, not that old, despite everyone calling me Papa for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so brew that in tea. You should be right as rain and shouldn't have any problem with bunnies from now on.
This sounds good.
Betty comes in
also,
with
ginger
beer. Betty comes in with a dish of ice and says, "Oh, well, here you go."
At which point, Gaius just takes a handful of ice and just starts chewing on it. Oh, this stuff is rare. You guys get this magically chilled?
No, actually, guy brings around a big block of it on a cart, but once a day. But
always get quenched.
But I guess that soup really did the trick, so I'm very glad. Now, when I came in, I heard something about tea. Did you want hot water?
That would be perfect, but I will be coming downstairs once I wolf all the foods down.
Okay, well then I'll as soon as I see you, I'll get you some hot water.
Spasiba, thank you, Betty.
She turns around and goes out.
Also, what will do the trick? Ginger beer. At least that's the ginger in general could work as well. So just
but it's beer.
You're aware of. Well, ginger the ginger in the beer is the important part. I just list beer because it's my thing. Everyone knows me for he's the guy who drinks. So all my remedies will get you drunk. Anyway, goodbye now. I'm going back downstairs.
Gaius, your friendly neighborhood healer and bartender.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's when he retires.
And bringing it all down.
Okay, so Gaius, Reed, and Kellen are now downstairs together, along with Eldred. And are you at a table, just standing around? What?
Petting the bunny.
You're petting your bunny?
Table. There's enough of us. Table.
You caught one?
It took a while.
Yes. It did. It took a little while, but I caught one.
Mine's upstairs.
What?
What?
Did you want to hold
No! No! Keep your tiny demon away. Thank you.
Demon? No.
I sit behind, whatever I've got left, the cider, and I just sit at the opposite end of the table, and I kind of glare every now and then at this ridiculous bunny.
I put the bunny out under my hat.
Every now and then you see the hat just kind of pop up. Once in a while you'll see the front go up and just these little eyes and this little nose, and occasionally like an ear will pop out. just nose waggles back at you.
Exactly.
But you figure that's probably some demon curse or something.
Yeah, I'm still hoping on it, poof, disappearing, magic wise.
But you feel fine.
Right.
You feel fine. So you're he was sitting right next to you initially, and you didn't even realize until he said, "Hey, look."
It felt like the end of the world, but you feel fine.
Yes. I'm feeling much better now. Thank you to guys. And to this tea that I'm going to try that doesn't sting, but is called stinging nettle. Because fucking humans.
It could have been Could have been halflings that named it. Elves. They're naming shit all the time, and they're around more. Right?
This is true. This is true. I'll give you that one.
Just always blaming humans for everything. Jesus. I mean, am I right, Eldred? We get blamed a lot for stuff.
Hey, I got some robes you can wear if you want to know what it's like to be blamed for stuff.
I already get blamed for enough. I don't need anything else.
I don't think they'd be robes on me. They'd be like a big old sleeping tent.
Eldred all of a sudden like looks down at himself and says, "Well, you don't have to get personal."
You're taller than me, you dingus. So everybody looks nice in their sparkly armor and shiny armor.
And
Yes. Wonderful.
Smells like oil.
I'm not wearing mine because it's illegal at the moment.
yes, Gaius, you'll notice. By the way, when Gaius came into your room, you heard him about 5 seconds before he came in, because he has this huge bulk of armor strapped to his back. As he comes in, and he sounds like the Tinkerer coming into town.
I was going to say Samwise freaking running after Frodo, just
Exactly.
pots and pans rattling.
But that's
Okay,
good.
so-
You made it to the east. Ooh, sorry, go.
No, you after you.
I was just gonna say I was glad they made it to the east side and back. Not the worse for wear.
Seems to be. So you have the night ahead of you if you want to do anything, or do you just want to sit around and drink? Do you want to go to bed early? What do you want to do? Do you want to plan out what
Well-
you're doing, or?
I don't know
Yeah.
much about these tours. Are we going to plan it or just go for broke?
Elder goes, I for one
Well-
could go for dinner and a drink. And a drink. And a drink. And a drink.
I didn't know you stuttered.
And possibly
No,
a drink.
he's found Bacchus finally.
In the bottom
Convinced
of
after
a
all this
mug.
time.
That's where I found him too. Weird. I guess we could plan out the sewer thing. Well, the last time we were down there, we went specifically in one direction, but we did not adventure in the other direction, which was further east, I believe, if that is correct. Right, Eldred, you're pretty good at directions. We went the one direction, but not the other.
We went south and ended up back at the same place from the west.
Yes, that's what it was. Okay, so we did the south and the west. We didn't do the north and the east, which is closer toward the bitch, right? That's
The bitch
my
is
geography is-
east of there, yeah.
yeah.
So this could get
So-
tricksy.
This could get nasty. Well, no, it will get nasty. I can guarantee that part at least.
And we tried going east, but there was a bridge out.
A
Yes.
bridge in the sewers?
Well, some sort of walkway over top of a massive amount of running water.
I'm just trying to
We
visualize.
may have to enter from the east.
Mm.
Yeah, we could talk with the guard to see if they have another entrance potentially that we could use that would override that. What is so Paul, out of character, the entrance we used, was that immediately past the bridge?
It was across the bridge and across the porch, which is that dead area on the other side of the bridge where you can go north to the distilleries or east towards the other districts of the eastern districts. And it
So
the way the entrance you went in was kind of northeast of the bridge in an area that you were told was called the Gardens.
Okay. So we what we could do is we talk to the guard tomorrow and see if there's another potential access point further east of where we went in. I mean, they pointed that one out because they knew about it, but they might know another, and we can get past that potential bridge problem.
Yeah. Should I
Well,
signal for
anyone-
Betty for hot water and dinner for Eldred?
She's coming over with your hot water now that she sees you there, and sets it down in front of you, and also has a little tiny dish, 2 tiny dishes, and says, I heard the one thing mentioned, I wasn't sure. Sometimes this other thing is asked for. So she has what looks like crushed garlic in one and crushed ginger in another. And she tells you which is which. She says, I brought those along, I just wasn't sure if it might help, because some people ask for it.
Spasiba, thank you.
And if you don't want the garlic, if you order dinner, you could probably mix it in with the dinner as well. So
That's a better option. I won't lie.
So speaking of dinner, can I offer you some or drinks or?
Oh yes,
Yeah, let's get
dinner and drinks. Those will
Okay.
do well. Whatever your special is for the night for me, and the standard beer of the day. Is that a thing you guys do here?
No, but I can get you beer if you want.
It's fine. Yeah, some beer, whiskey, the usual.
Okay. And looks to you, Nikita, and says, did you want anything to drink or eat?
I am good for now.
Okay.
I think, thank you. I will stick with this tea and see how that goes.
Okay.
And maybe it will keep the bunny away.
That's an interesting old folks saying I haven't heard before, but that I could see how that could work. Looks to you, Kellen, and says, young sir, what would you like this evening? What the father there is going to be? The special of the day is a fish stew. We got some fresh catch from the lake.
Well, that sounds good.
Okay. Anybody else for it?
I'll have some.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
My little blue friend. How about you?
So, Butt Trumpet, after seeing how unwell Nikita got as a reaction to the bunnies, feels frankly very guilty that they've been getting comp for so many things from either one party member or the other, and would rather not be in the way. So, just looking down quietly, they say, "Oh, just water, thank you."
Okay. No wine today?
Definitely not.
Okay. Okay.
Smart. move.
And looks to you, Reed, and says, ale, beer, porter, all of the above?
Sure.
One of each, kind sir.
I'll have an ale, sure.
Okay. And young sir, Kellen, what were you drinking this evening? Dragon's Toe?
I'm assuming if it's still on tap, then yeah.
Absolutely. And she goes off and starts getting everything ready.
That leads
All
to
right.
Are you sure you're not hungry, Butt Trumpet?
Oh yes, I don't need anything really. I don't want to be any trouble.
When's the last time you ate?
Probably.
Was today the puking thing? Was that yesterday?
That was yesterday,
Sure they.
but I think
I'm
I've
sure they
taken it
had
easy
it.
since then. So I think this morning.
Yeah, breakfast.
That's
You must
more than
should
enough for
probably-
me. I'm very small.
It's usually not how that works.
Just
we
looked
want
down
to-
at my own equally small form. Like, maybe eat again.
Should probably eat something.
if you feel fine, you feel fine. But I know if I don't eat, it's sort of. You ever rake a bunch of nails across like maybe a tin can or been in someone's house where they have silverware or dishware is just scraping? That's sort of how everyone existing feels if I don't eat. So maybe you should try to eat.
Weirdly specific.
Maybe I'll just nibble on some bread.
Bread's a good start. Bread's a good start.
They still feel just so guilty and just don't want to do anything to anybody.
Okay, so food along with a bowl of bread or a plate of a small loaf of bread, as well as your Reed's Ale, Kellen's Ale, and Gaius's whiskey and beer. Comment says the food should be up shortly. Here's some bread to get started, and she goes back in the kitchen.
Yes, I don't feel like spoiling my appetite. I'm not going to eat that bread. And then just kind of like slides it in front of Butt Trump and is like, why don't you have my portion?
Thank you.
Do you want the
No need to
garlic?
thank.
I'm not going to touch the garlic.
It's complimentary. You want garlic floating in water?
Garlic water.
I'd probably still take it. Just because it's something that nobody else wants.
Okay. So you see Butt Trumpet start to spread the garlic on a slice of bread.
Guy takes a sip of the beer. He's like, oh, you know what? I wanted wine. Slides the beer over in front of Butt Trumpet. And he's like, don't worry about it. It's good. It's just not my supporter, apparently. I don't care for those. Too thick. Practically a meal in a glass.
Those are good.
Shush.
Butt Trumpet's kind of like wiggling to themselves in place, kind of like trying to conceal a little bit of like happiness at everyone being nice. Just kind of.
Oh, I'm not being nice. I don't like porters.
Oh
You
boy.
had it out. You had it out.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Okay, so your dinners come and everyone can start to dig in, and Nikita's there finishing up her soup. Butt Trumpet's kind of forcing her way with the bread with the garlic on it, and has Gaius's beer in front of them, and then hey, what else do you have planned for the rest of the evening? Anything?
Oh, you guys just don't let your god tell you which way to go? Weird.
Eldred lifts up his mug and says, "That's good for certain things." And he takes a big swig. And
I'm smelling it right now. And where was the?
that might be my boots. Eldred says, "They're the same ones I wore for both things."
Ooh, you got sewer boots? No. You didn't get sewer boots? Oh,
yeah,
no.
You should watch those after moments of sort of scrawling in between spoonfuls of soup and like absent-mindedly sort of like tearing shreds off of Butt Trumpet's bread.
I say nothing in protest.
You get a big dose of a big chunk of garlic in one of them without even realizing.
There's a moment of
just an entire clove.
Just cleansing everything.
Okay. This is
Eldred
where we
goes,
came in last
funny,
time.
I don't smell my boots anymore.
So what I'm trying to do is create like a rough layout of what we know of the sewers so far, so that I know how much more we need to map out for Norbert.
Okay.
And superimpose it over the underside view, from the underside view of the city, using both halves of both sides of the paper.
Okay, so if you look at the screen that we have with all of you on here right now and the eyes and everything, what you figure is if you go to Kellen's window here, okay, and go to the K.
Yep.
And just do a line from the K to the left. That's probably like no higher than the K, but the actual height of the K, from there to the far left, that's probably a wild exaggeration more of what you have mapped out of the Eastern District's underground.
Okay, so basically,
if you look,
5% of it.
If you look at, like, you have traveled from the Western Districts to the end of Fishtown, and you know that Goblin Town and Downwind still go a little further east, but that was pretty much the extent of it. And you know, walking without impediment, straight line at a brisk pace, because you've been in a hurry, takes 1 to 2 hours to get there straight as the crow flies.
Okay. Okay.
But
surreptitious.
But also, you know that, well, you may not know, but sewers are not a tight grid. It depends how they were built. Sometimes they're wide and varied, and one area could have 1 or 2 sewer runs that cover an entire area. Others might have a tight grid of things. So just, you saw from when you were down there that a lot of stuff doesn't necessarily make sense to you, not being a sewer engineer, if there is such a thing. Or maybe the street planners who have alcohol problems or mental issues or something are the ones that they have plan out the sewers. You don't know.
I'm sure they were fine. Their faculties are in good condition. Just generations building upon things. But you know what? All this talk of sewers has kind of ruined my appetite. And Guy slides half of his plate full of food in front of Bud Trumpet. But need to wash my mouth out. Excuse me. Goes up and just orders a glass of wine and brings that back and is just sitting there sipping on it. So is there anything else about the sewer? I guess we can investigate the sewers a little bit more. We do want to head over to that house that apparently I forgot. After that, is there anything else we want to do?
Oh, we want to visit we want to find the den.
Oh, of the
Green
potential. Yes, the wacky waving inflatable two-bar men.
Eldred goes, "Oh, the rat skeller."
Yeah, no.
No, not the rat skeller, the green mist monster den.
Oh, not the rat skeller, the green monster mish. Gotcha. Okay.
No, Al Harrington's wacky waving inflatable tube men. Emporium.
No, that's this. Not this. And definitely not this.
I will turn to him and in Kickapoo make a question mark.
Eldred looks at you and goes, "Woo!"
Fucking Eldred.
He goes, "Guys, could I get another drink too?"
Oh, yeah. Yep. And whatever the hell he's drinking.
Whiskey.
2 of them. Yep, bring
Are
those
you
back
the light
over.
source for the sewers, or
Oh, and no, Gaius just
you glow?
pulls out a coin
It's
and
been
then
so
lights
long.
it up. But also,
Yeah.
I have torches in my adventuring gear. I'm sure some of you probably do, and just been a while. You don't realize you have it.
I
Also,
haven't
butt
dug through
trumpet.
there in a while.
You cause magical hijinks and whatnot. Do you know how to turn the light on?
Do we
Like
really
that-
want me to attempt something magical a second time?
I am
Yes.
tempted. I won't lie.
Yes.
Well,
What
we
if you
can
know what,
maybe
try
not at the-
and see what
Bunny thing
happens.
happened.
Well, wait. Maybe not at the inn where we're staying. Maybe
How
at a
often
rival
does the
competitor.
bunny thing happen, or like what are the options? Do you know, or is it completely
What are
random?
the options?
So
there a-
I go to
is there like a-
HDMI 1, go to
A menu?
settings. I only know what I really wanted to happen, but apparently my intention and the result don't always match up.
Oh, believe me, I understand that completely. Oh, anywho,
So Betty comes
I think
over
we
and
could
starts clearing away from people who finished. Sees like still a half bowl of stew and some bread in front of Butt Trumpet, as well as a glass of beer and some water, and says, I assume you're still working on all of that?
oh yes,
Smiling
they're still working
to
on it.
themselves. I nod quietly, but smiling a little bit.
Okay. You take your time, little one. Anybody need another round? Eldred goes, I will. Here you go.
Yeah,
Some more hot
More for me,
tea or
please.
water?
More hot water? Absolutely. For you, Master Reed?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Another dragon toe? You got... And of course, Father, I know I got you covered. Okay.
oh yeah.
She goes back to the bar. After she takes the tray of dishes into the kitchen.
Guys,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
you're not really her
Yes.
dad, right?
Who?
Eldred goes, who's to say?
Wait, what?
She keeps calling you father.
Because he's a priest.
Oh, it's another
I
term for
thought.
wizard, Reed. All right.
Oh,
I'm a cleric
Ah.
wizard. Remember?
Eldred
Whatever the
says,
hell you think I am.
Reed, certainly you understand. Religion is global and touches people all over the world.
what
Wait.
does that have to do with the wizards?
Oh,
They are also global, very touchy.
And they also touch people all over the world, whether they want to or not. Apparently, freaking wizards.
Okay, so Betty comes back with fresh drinks for everybody. Puts a straw in yours, Reed.
He will get it stuck up his nose. I don't know if that's good.
That's fine. He's got to learn someday.
It allows me to blow bubbles much more efficiently.
Yeah.
Eldred says, so, the
Good, Bacchus.
sewers.
Give me strength. Yes.
Right?
They're very large. Yeah. We can just use Butt Trumpet's secret magic as like a surprise weapon on whatever we find.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look into that a little bit more, and when we're in a safer area without like people. I mean, the bunnies was fine. Bacchus forbidden something
you,
else.
baby.
Hey, have you seen? I mean, yes, your allergic reaction was terrible. Anyway,
Stop that thinking.
Big
right
mouthful
there.
of food and just cheeks puffed out due to the stew. Hmm?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Butt trumpet at some point, I or the wizard will have to, when you feel comfortable and want to work magically to see what happens, so you don't accidentally summon a bunch of bunnies or horrifying
I'll
creatures
be
from
useful as long
beyond.
as I stay back.
Well, Butt Trumpet, you know that has never happened before. You've had other things happen, but that has never happened before. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
good.
safely say the
It's a new
bunnies
thing.
were more of a first.
Okay. Could have
I
gone
hope
far
there
worse
won't
then.
be a second.
Yes. much,
I
much
thought they were
worse.
magnificent.
I mean, it was a magical event.
No.
It's all facts.
Eldred says bordering on adorable.
Okay, so sewers for tomorrow? Is that the plan? Yeah?
Uh,
Doing the
Yeah,
good.
investigation down there?
Okay.
maybe find a new entrance and
Okay.
Yeah.
see what we can see.
Okay, so if you have nothing else to cover tonight, we'll say that you drink yourself into the night. Nikita probably goes up to bed a little earlier than most. Unless you have anything else you need to cover before calling it a night. Nope. Okay. So you all get a good night's sleep. Very early in the morning, Kellen gets a knock on his door. A single knock.
Door opens to just me and the orange, pink, and green rabbit at the desk.
You see Eldred there. He has a mug that he says cheers and takes a big swig, and then from behind his back brings forth a plate that has lettuce on it.
Oh, great. Thank you. Just put it in front of the rabbit.
Okay, and he
Here you
comes
go,
in,
Bunny. Here you go.
and you
Be
start
back.
working. Who is probably the first one up the next morning? Not Reed, because he always is the last.
Early, late to bed, early to rise. That's Gaius's.
Okay. So you come down, and he says, Father, let me get you situated. Brings you over a beer and says, what would you like for breakfast?
Oh, the usual. Just make it a double. Feeling hungry today.
You got it. Double Baron's breakfast coming right up. And he goes to go back towards the kitchen. And as he's headed back, you notice a young boy come running in to the inn. And Butterbeer stops, he hands him something. It looks like a folded up piece of paper. Butterbeer opens it up, reads it. Give me a perception check there, Gaius.
Right. Where is there? It is. Not persuasion, perception. That is 21.
Okay, blackjack.
Blackjack.
So-
Jokes.
You see Butterbeer's eyes go wide for a minute. He looks to the boy and says, "Hold up," because the boy's about ready to leave. He goes, "Hold up." He goes behind the bar, grabs a quill, seems to be opening, and starts writing on the paper. Folds it back up, reaches down, hands the boy the paper, hands him a number of coins, and says, "I've doubled the money for you, boy. Return this to who sent it. Be quick. Quicker than double the price if you know what's good for you. Go on, then." And the boy quickly runs out. And Butterbeer kind of looks a little troubled. He looks up at you, then looks kind of to himself and pours himself a bottle of something, and then quickly downs what looks like a double of some sort of spirit.
Well, that's not a good sign.
I come stumbling down the stairs.
Okay. You feel worlds better today.
Yeah.
So between Gaius and the soup and the ice and all of that, you feel worlds better. Give me a perception check too, just
to see how poorly you can roll.
You'll do great. It's a nat 20 today.
Or not, you know. Get out the bad rolls now. Save the good ones for coming. See? Perfect. You got the bad one out of the way.
You don't even realize Butterbeer's there. You just see Gaius across the room.
And I walk like a penguin over there because I'm still not fully awake.
Okay.
I'm probably not far behind.
Okay. You see, guys, with your 21, you see Butt Trumpet kind of coming down the steps, kind of like a little infant, the way they kind of go one butt at a time and kind of drop a couple inches down to the other one, and then same thing as they go around, come down the stairs.
You don't realize until you see them use the stairs how tiny they are.
What? What was that?
Nothing, Nikki. I'm around a lot of short people, I realize, so I'm just gonna... Don't mind me.
You really lucked out on that one.
Yeah, some would say that. Some might say that. Only
I
some.
climb up the table, kicking my little legs to push myself up into the seat.
I notice her now and go, shit, sorry. Didn't know you were awake.
I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing.
Sorry.
Stop.
Gaius, you hear, Father, could I have a word?
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, you know what? I'm not feeling this other... I haven't gotten anything from Butterbeer yet. That's right. Never mind. I stand up and I go over to him. Yes. What can I do for you?
I'm glad you put it that way. That's exactly what I needed to hear.
I saw your reaction to the note, so I'm assuming it's something of consequence and time sensitive.
Time sensitive is an understatement, he says. Your friend, Master Kellen, his words got me thinking when he said them to me the other day. So I put some feelers out, but I didn't get any response, which is troubling to say the least. Until now. That's what that was all about. I know where Glorious is, and it doesn't bode well.
Oh my. Well, what is the situation?
I could shut down the bar and everything and go do it myself, but I think you and your friends would probably be better equipped. If I tell you where he is, can you go get him and bring him back here?
I would at least very much attempt to. I'll get the rest of the group together. Yes. Okay.
Time is of the utmost urgency, I think. He's in the Shadow Streets to the north. He's in a bar called the Bucket of Blood.
Oh, that name just screams badness. Hold on. And he's like, okay, Butterbeer, one moment. At which point, Gaius goes upstairs, does one quick knock on Kellen's room. We know where Glorious is. And then goes over and kicks into the door to his room. Reed, get up.
What?
Get the hell
Where's
up, put
the
your
buddy?
clothes on. We gotta go. The bunny's
the bunny?
fine. I have no idea where the bunny is. The bunny's fine.
Okay. Are we going in the
I'll
sewers already?
emerge.
The bunny's on your blanket, shitting in your bed. I don't know. Get up.
I'll emerge a moment later, just shaking my hands vigorously with steam coming off them, and they're red, like I've just touched the stove. Like, damn it, Aldred! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
I
Aldred!
told you if you kept doing that thing wrong, I was going to teach you not to do it that way again.
Damn it, Aldred!
Gaius turns around, points his finger at you. Bacchus bless, and you get hit with healing word, and your hands are immediately fixed.
Like,
We don't have time for this. We don't have time for this shit. Glorious is in trouble.
Eldred looks at you and says, "Honey, if you keep letting him get away with this behavior, he's never going to learn."
We need his hands. Those things have saved my life.
Okay. But anyway, you
Are
said
we
something
putting
about
armor on?
Glorious?
Yes, Butterbeer has found out where he's at, and he's apparently at a wonderful establishment called Bucket of Blood.
Are
So,
we
Reed, as
bringing
you,
armor weapon?
Reed,
Oh,
as you
yeah.
leave the room, you notice that as you're going out, the last thing you see is in Gaius's pack on the floor against the wall. You see little bunny legs sticking out of the top of it, just kind of going like that as you shut the door behind you.
He's safe. Hopefully he doesn't get into your healer's kit.
All of you are downstairs.
Oh, that bunny will get high as a kite.
Wow, everybody's up. What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming we didn't hear shit. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's
That's true.
Butterbeer comes over with a tray. It's all porter. It's all the exact same thing. Puts it down and says, "One for each. If you drink up, this should cover you." I have someone.
Brief us while we eat.
Okay. He tells you basically what he told Gaius, that it's been bothering him ever since Kellen mentioned what he said at what he saw at the funeral. So he put some feelers out, hadn't heard a word back until this morning. And he's very concerned. So he says, "I have someone keeping an eye on the bar as we speak. But we need to get Glorious out of there. That is not a good area for him to be in."
It wouldn't happen
Now,
to
is
be a
this-
dwarven bar, would it?
No, it's in the Shadow Streets to the north.
That
Shadow
doesn't
Streets,
help.
is that
Okay.
still west side, Paul? Not in the East
Yes.
District, right?
He says it's if you go up by the cathedral and Blackfriars, it's to the west of that. Basically, you go to the cliffs themselves and follow the cliffs around west. And there's a street that the Shadow Streets will be on your left, the cliff will be on your right. Go down, you'll see an old bakery that's out of business and shut down. There's a street there. Go down that street till you can make your first right down an actual kind of a street, kind of an alley. The Shadow Streets are pretty narrow around there. They're very old, so they're not used to heavy traffic like some of the other parts of the city. But when you go down that street, you'll see the Bucket of Blood on the right eventually.
All right. Time to go incognito then. Guy slips on studded leather armor because I can't wear the split mail around this part of town yet.
Oh, he says,
But
he says, "Hold on," and he goes in the back, comes back with a bundle, and he goes, "This is an oversized cloak. Just cover him up before you take him out of there.
oh,
I just have a
Okay.
gut feeling that we need to keep him covered up. I also don't know what sort of shape he's going to be in. He might be injured. He might be otherwise.
yikes.
The
Okay.
the contact who will meet you outside the bar goes by the name Pisco Q. So keep an eye
One more
on
time.
that. Keep an eye out, and I think they'll probably take it from there and get you in the bar.
What was their name?
Pisco Q.
Pisco Q?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a wonderful name.
Am I okay in my chainmail, or am I going to have to swap out to the leather jacket?
That's probably gonna have to not wear that, sadly. Still use your shield though. You can have that strapped on your
shield
back
good.
though.
Sword probably bad.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to. We can have it. It's just I forget. Is it like peace knotted over here, Paul, or just don't use it even though you have it?
It's peace bonded. All basically, if you're caught using it, depending on the offense, depending on the severity of the offense, depending on how many offenses you've had, it could be anything from being put in prison to death.
Yep.
But Butterbeer hears you and says, the guards aren't real prevalent in the Shadow Streets. So as long as you don't draw too much attention to yourself, you should be okay.
Yeah, stealth is not my thing, but I'll do my best.
So
Okay.
drink up and
I'm wearing
you're my favorite
stealth
customers,
today.
but get going. Gloria's
Okay.
his life might depend on this. We don't know.
Yeah. And just and just one straight pull just downs the entire beer. All right, let's get going.
Okay.
Kellen Reed, this might be more your area of expertise potentially.
No.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Well, glad my hands aren't burned. There's a glare up at Aldrich. Seriously? Seriously? You told me downward inflection. I thought it was a downward inflection. But no, it was an upward inflection. I was unclear on the syntax, and I burned myself. Fucking magic.
Yep, and now we're leaving the bar.
Just like leaving the bar.
Yeah, you're having that discussion as you walk out.
Yes. Assume this banter is en route.
En route.
Okay.
Sorry, en route. In the roots.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, let's see here. Takes you about an hour. Because you're kind of moving fast, unless of course you want to take a carriage or something.
You know what? Do I see one? Oh, yeah, your guys are like
We're
Eldred and I are the
stackable.
only full-size people. Yeah, we just
All right, yeah, you see a carriage coming down the street.
yeah. Guys does the old whistle and wave.
Comes over.
I give the directions to at least it's like, can you get us to the bucket of blood or at least somewhere nearby? I have the feeling you won't want to go exactly in there.
Well, sir, I don't know about the bucket. I do know that I'm not getting anywhere near the Shadow Streets, not because I won't take you, but carriage won't fit down those alleys.
Can you get us as close as you can?
I can get you to Blackfriars right by the cliff.
That'll work.
Okay. Everyone hops
No
in,
pilot.
and somewhere between 40 and 50 minutes later, you're heading up. You see the Black Cathedral on your right, big square, and the kind of from the front of the Black Cathedral, there's kind of a thoroughfare that heads right to the cliff, and that thoroughfare hits the cliff, there are very tall, probably about 30 feet high wrought iron gates that are shut and behind them are solid iron gates right in the wall of the cliff. And the guy with the carriage driver stops, lets you out, says, "That's the entrance to the Shadow Street, sir. Just follow the cliff around to wherever you're headed. I don't know the bucket,
All right.
but good luck." And he says,
Thank
by
you.
the way, that'll be a gold for all of you.
Yep. Guys just pulls out, flips it at him, and
Thank you, sir. And he takes a little time to wheel the carriage around and then is gone.
45-point turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The horse verbally starts beeping as it backs up.
how the hell did you train it to do that?
So
Are
So
the
you
gates
head-
open or unlocked, or we can just?
the gates are shut.
Mhm.
But we can follow the cliff around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The gates are to the big wrought iron doors in the cliff. The road right before that just heads to the left and heads around with the cliff on your
Oh.
right-hand side
Oh.
and buildings on your left.
Okay.
Okay.
The road's kind of narrow. It's cobblestone. The buildings here are very tight together. Similar build to what you saw in Crooked Court. You know, that kind of black and gray shingle. And very tall and narrow, but they're not leaning in and kind of almost resting on each other. These are pretty much straight up. Every now and then you'll see a sign hanging over top or a lantern that's not lit from where you're seeing. You go down about 100 feet or so, and you do see a lantern lit, and underneath it you can see an old dirty sign for a bakery. In the distance, you can see the word bakery.
Okay.
And
So
as
this
it's
is
there on the way
following the. Yeah.
As you're getting closer, it looks to be boarded up pretty solidly, but also the boards look like they were put up long ago.
Yeah.
All
Never
right
mind.
then.
And as you get closer, you can see right before the bakery is a small alleyway to the left. And Gaius, with your perception, you notice the sign, which is hanging by one hook. Says bakery, but above it says Lovett's. The lamp there is a lamp that's shining down on everything. And there you are.
Ooh.
Ooh, spooky.
Okay. Okie dokie.
3 spoopy 5 me.
All right.
So put yourself
Well.
in however your order.
Do
want me to go
I
first?
more?
On the map. I don't see myself on the map.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll take
Yeah, I'll
front.
see.
Is he buried?
hold on.
The question is, do we
There you
want
go.
our sneaky friends to kind of go in
In
front
front or?
Yeah, I'll sort
so,
of.
to scout out a bit?
Oh, that makes sense actually. Yeah, sorry.
I feel like I should just bring up the rear wherever I go here.
I'll pick you up and put you on my shoulders.
Just move over there then.
Eldred, get the
So
rear.
Oh my.
I'll turn the reed.
Yeah.
You're ready?
Oh yeah, we get to be heroes.
Lead the way, boys.
We're rescuing a hero.
Mm-hmm.
This might
This
be
sounds
the
Hopefully.
other side of heroic work. As I pull out and like
Yeah.
check the sights on my hand crossbow. So, tilt the beret down. You got this. Pat him on the shoulder.
Yep. Got it.
And I start walking.
Okay. I'm going to let you guys move yourselves. Kind of do it at about probably 30 feet at a time, I think. Probably smart to do this.
Okay.
I mean, we got everybody right behind us. We're not sneaking, right?
Oh, no, I'm not
Well, do you
sneaking.
guys wanna-
I'm walking.
Yeah.
I'm walking down the street, just keeping an eye open, just sort of looking around beneath the brim of, or like the brim of the beret, just looking left, right, checking
Okay.
up, checking like crevices.
You notice the buildings are very tight together. They're covered with those blackish gray shingles. Every now and then there's some Tudor. There's a Tudor building here or there, but it's old and dingy, and the wood kind of has that look of wood that's kind of been in the ocean for a long time. That
Oh,
grayish,
driftwood.
yeah, that kind of grayish driftwood look, and as you look ahead and up, you can see kind of why these are called the shadow streets, because if you look up you can see the sky, but also like right behind you can kind of see the cliff kind of looming over this entire section, and none of the light that's shining on the cliff is shining down in this area.
Where would you live if you were a criminal? If
Or
you
a
were up to
vampire.
no good, how about someplace that the sun don't touch? It's always
Too obvious.
nice here. Mood lighting is
Paul, what are
half
these,
the battle, guys.
Paul, what are these things sticking out from the walls? Are those?
Oh, those are signs for different businesses and everything. It's bright. It's really early in the morning, so everything seems to be sealed up.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
Keeping an eye out for a bucket.
Le
No
bouquet.
problem. You'll see like there's a tanner. There seems to be a little market somewhere. One of them.
Okay. Push up a little bit. Uh-oh.
I'm too far out.
We're here. We're right here.
Okay.
Yeah, just pushing up a little bit.
Moving it.
Got the zoom.
Ease on down. Ease on
Just
down.
gonna ease it on up. Just and one step, two step, one step, two step, one step. Two step.
Got short legs, 5 feet's a long way.
I look back. We didn't lose anybody, right?
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Eldred is still here. Yep.
Hey, he's
My
hanging
vision
out.
on the map is only 10 feet.
Shuffling.
Oh.
Yeah, who's that over there?
Side street. Or just an alleyway.
Ooh,
Ah.
spooky.
Can we see down the alley at all?
Yeah, it's. I mean, as far as kind of you can see, because it's kind of dark and gloomy because there's no real light.
Okay.
Is this the
Okay,
alley
well-
we're supposed to turn right on?
I was about to ask what were the directions again. Eldred, you were there. Repeat them. You got a good memory.
I was busy making fun of Kellen. I don't remember.
Ah, please.
Left, cliff, right, right down first street / alley.
Well,
All right, well, there you
this is
go.
an
Nikita
alley.
took notes. All right.
Bucket on right. We're looking for a Pisco Q. Whatever the fuck that is.
I believe it's the name of a person.
Oh,
Supposedly.
this is. Oh,
Oh. We've opened up into another street here. Oh, another alley?
I mean, this is an
This might be
establishment
it
right
here,
here.
this door. Bucket of blood
Yeah,
is
what is
supposed
this
to be on
place?
our right.
Yeah. You hear a voice, Gaius, say, Butterbeer?
Yep. He did send us.
You must be Pisco Q?
Yeah. Okay. There, from what I have here, from what I got from the barkeep, Glorious is in there. He's by himself. He's been there for more than a day, and he's not looking too happy, which in and of itself is fine, but there's other people in there that seem to be kind of clocking him and just kind of keeping an eye on him, who the barkeep has no idea who they are. So I'll take you in, introduce you to the barkeep, and then I'm out of here. I promised Butterbeer I'd wait for you, but I have to go. I've been here for almost 24 hours, so.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
He goes, open that door, will you, since you're right there, madam?
Hold on a moment. After you, boys.
All right. I step in, vibe check. What's the
Okay.
The
So-
trap is now set, and you're all dead.
Here's the deal. Quit moving yourself there, except for butt trumpet. Get yourself in there.
Trying.
We blocking the. There we go.
Whoop.
And Eldred.
Okay.
Awesome.
It's a dark, dark bar. There's a candle on a couple of tables, and there's a small lamp behind the bar at either end of the bar. It's really dark at the. It's ambiance is not exactly the forte of this establishment. It's dark. It's old. It doesn't look dirty, but you know, in the gloom, you can't really see if it's clean either.
Yeah.
The round table in the middle, straight ahead, seems to have a couple figures sitting at it. The bartender sees you come in. Pisco Q walks over to the corner of the bar. He looks at one of you and kind of motions you to come over.
I'll head over.
Okay. He looks at the barkeep and says,
I'll shadow Kellen.
okay, you're going to have to get closer to the end there to hear him speak, because he's not going to be speaking loud. So Pisco Q says, this is Wondrich. He's the barkeep here. He can tell you what's going on. Glorious is down at the far end of the bar around the corner by the fireplace. As are, I'm not sure how many, Wondridge. Wondridge says, there's a few of them. They've been kind of coming in and out, kind of relieving each other, as it were. Glorious came in 2 nights ago, like in the middle of the night with a bunch of friends. The friends stayed for about an hour. They seemed to do a toast. And then the friends left, and Glorious has been here by himself ever since. I've known Glorious, so I just let him stay. I had someone take over for me in the morning, and when I came back the next night, there were these other people here. So I think I have a rat working for me, but that's my problem. I'll take care of that. Pisco Q says, okay, good luck. Give my best to Butterbeer. Take good care of Glorious. He's a good man. And he leaves.
Okay. So I'll nod to Pisco as Pisco pieces out and look up at Wondrin, you said?
Wondrich.
Wondrich?
Yeah.
Look up at Wondrich. I'll have a dragon's toe if you got it.
I don't have that, but I've got lizard piss, which is a cheaper version of it.
That'll do. I just sort of look back at everybody. 1, 2, just...
Oh, yeah. Lizard piss all around.
Yeah.
Just all over the place, lizard
He
piss.
goes, you take care of him, you come back. I'll fix you up with some nice spirits, though.
All right. I tap the bar and then head over. Oh, and before I do, I sort of slide back. Hey, this gets messy. You got a contingency? I don't want to be killing people in your house if it's not okay.
If they're looking to hurt Glorious, you make as much mess as you want. I have a mop.
All right.
Guy's here, so he's like, oh, okay. At which point he puts down, reaches into his backpack, pulls out a bunny. He's like, what the fuck? And shoves at a reed. And straps on the
Wondrich looks
sport
at you
mail
and
real quick.
goes, okay.
And it's like, oh, I might not even use the hammer. I've been looking for a good barroom brawl.
I'll head over.
He looks at you and goes, so bunnies are your weapon of choice, huh?
Oh, yeah. It really throws him for a loop.
Is that at the corner of the bar around the corner? Where's Loris? Over by the fireplace, I see. So I don't like that. I'm not going to put my back to a door. I'm going to slide in around here.
I'll stand at the other end of the table. Walking over here, I've undone any peace bonding on my sword, just in case.
Okay.
And I will pull out the blue feather that I have and just sort of like drop it into his eye line.
These two people at the table kind of see this and kind of look at each other and get up and leave. The people at the table over here.
Over where now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that one. Okay, I see.
ABC.
Are kind of, when you were coming up, they were kind of like laughing, and you know, they as you came around the corner, they were kind of just looking at Gloria's, laughing and whispering to each other. At this point, the one right here is looking at you, Reed, standing next to him.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on him. What's he look like?
He's a big guy. He's a big, solid, bruiser-looking guy. And he smiles at you, and he's missing teeth, and the ones he has are real rotten. And he goes, "Aren't you a pretty little boy? Can I help you?"
I
Just
take
go
a
all
step
deliverance?
back. Yeah,
You keep doing that, boy.
I put the bunny on the chair behind me.
Yes,
Okay.
keep the bunny out. That'll help.
Definitely. Street cat cred galore.
Okay. Glorious just seems to be staring into his mug. He's sitting there and kind of has his feet up on another chair. Seems totally oblivious to all of you.
He hasn't seen the feather.
He hasn't looked up from his mug.
So I'll put the feather down, just on the table next to the mug.
Okay.
You
Give me a perception check, Kellen.
okie dokie. $14.
Okay. You see his eyes go to the feather, and for the first time, he kind of looks up at you. And you see his eyes are kind of glassy and red, but other than that, his face looks set, like clenched almost. And he looks at you, and there is like a little bit of recognition.
So, when I have contact with him, I'll just give him a moment to just sort of like clock. It's me. You're not hallucinating. I get it. I really do. And then I look back over my shoulder at the people at the table who are sort of hard scoping him. We think you might be more comfortable over at the Stone's Throw. But it seems like there are a few people here who need to be reminded why you're glorious.
You see his head tilt a little bit, and he's like, you see his smile come on his face. That sounds like a good idea, he says. By the way, good to see you again. And it's strangely eerie almost how he was so exuberant and joyous when you spoke to him before in the Stone's Throw. And it's that same voice, but there's none of the joyousness, there's none of the exuberance. There is a tightness to it, a resolve, and something that even with you, Kellen, kind of makes the hairs on your arms stand up just a little bit. Because you've never heard that, and it just really kind of puts your teeth on edge a little bit to hear that.
Oh yeah, glorious is a peacock, but like the actual kind where they're plumage, but also death. So I'll just, well, at my house, elders get first cleave.
The thing is,
That's an old joke.
this isn't either of our house, so why don't we, for old time's sake, take it out into the street?
Okay.
Fair enough.
Be ashamed to mess up Wondridge's place.
I was really hoping to use one of those chairs on them.
Fireplace would be handy.
Throw them in the fireplace? What do you...
I'm a dwarf.
So
What does that mean?
after he says
Glorious kind of looks
Fire
up,
is useful.
looks around, and is like, seems to,
that, uh-oh.
yeah, he kind of hears it, and you see a smile appear on his face. Okay. And at this point, you do hear muttering from the table across the way. And you hear some
But,
chairs shifting and moving, and at this point all of their eyes are on each of you, except Butt Trumpet, because you're below the table level.
Guess who's gonna use
I don't take my
that?
eyes off them, but I whisper down to her, "Get behind me."
I do.
Okay. And Reed, that big thug is looking at you and just has a big old grin on their face.
When Gaius sees this, triggers thaumaturgy. Eyes go black. The flames from the fireplace and the candles begin to brighten, and they start getting a purplish color to them. And all of a sudden, there's just the sound of ominous whispers going throughout the area. You boys want to mess with my friend, or Glorious here. You mess with all of us. And I am specifically pointing at the big one looking at Reed. It's like, and I don't like you looking at him like that.
I'm pausing because it looks like we're having streaming issues here.
Oh no, but that was the cool part.
Yeah.
Gaius, like,
It looks
"Dad,
like
I've
we've
been
been-
saving up for that."
I was waiting.
Darn it!
I don't have any charisma. I gotta use magic to scare people. So intimidating.
Okay.
Ooh, spooky stuff.
Give me an intimidation roll there, Gaius.
That's
I help
not
him
one
with
of
that?
my fortes.
Because it is one of mine.
How are you going to help him?
I
How do
just
you want to be
take a
intimidating?
couple of steps forward, making sure that they see me, and I keep grinning at them like they're breakfast.
Okay. Gaius, take advantage with your roll, please.
Oh, thank you.
Do it.
That's fun. Let's see what the second
Kind of launch.
4.
Ooh.
18.
Okay.
Let's dance.
They may not be tall, but they're intimidating.
You don't need knees.
A, B, and E kind of seem to be like they kind of like you all of a sudden they're a little wary.
Not wearing, no.
C and E don't seem to be affected E still has his eyes set on Reed. C is just leaning on the table. Hands aren't visible except for an elbow. Kind of smiling right back at you, Nikita.
Is anyone in whisper range besides Butt Trumpet?
Gaius is... You could take a sidestep and whisper to Gaius.
I'll do that. The one on the table has a crossbow under it. Keep an eye on him.
I have a
this
feeling
point,
it's going to
I
get
will-
messy in a second.
I also
Certainly
have like
hope.
mine mafia style, like under my jacket, pointed right at the knees of the big guy. I look.
Say that one more time, please.
I have my hand crossbow like under. So my right side, where I would be firing, is right next to Glorious. As I'm sort
Okay.
of leaned in, my left hand is out and like talking and whatnot and doing all the gestury stuff. But my right hand has tilted my hand crossbow to fire at the knees of the big guy looking over at Reed.
Okay. C kind of sees a lot of the posture and the eyeing down and looks around and says, "It seems our friends want to dance."
He says it loud enough for all of us.
Yep.
It's C.
They are playing our song.
So I will, at this point, because this is,
You gonna shoot
look
first,
over
Dylan?
to where I will look over at like Glorious one more time, give him a wink, and go, "Hey, big guy, looks like Reed's bunny pooped on your shoes." And the moment he's distracted, I go, "All you, Reed," and then shoot him.
Okay.
I'm shooting the big guy.
Okay, let's
I'm giving Reed
Kellen did
advantage.
shoot first.
I'm giving Reed advantage with the distraction using my feature, and I'm shooting the big guy.
Okay.
This is weird.
Hold on.
They gotta go. This is.
Let's see.
I'm usually happy to talk through these situations, but
I had the bad day
Yep.
yesterday. This will help.
Want us to roll initiative, Paul? Or
Yes, and
meh.
okay.
There we go.
Oh, there it is. Yep. There we go.
Very good. Okay. So Kellen, roll me a dexterity check, please.
Okay. Dexterity. Ability check. That's not good.
Okay.
Nope.
Basically, as you go to fire, C and B throw the table to stand up, with B getting behind it.
Okay. Can I block it with my shield?
No. They just kind of stand it up so it's
Oh,
between.
okay.
it's cover.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
and so your bolt lands right into the table.
Okay,
At that
so I was
point.
shooting E. Right.
E? Okay. Because I was going for
So I
a
get-
surprise round to see if you got the surprise on them.
I was
basically
shooting
doing.
E.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'm going to leave it up to you. You can. They got the drop on the surprise because basically the two of you had the exact same idea at the same time. But with your roll, they beat you as far as that went. So they're not going to get an attack off, but they did get the table up. And then what we'll do is go in the orders, starting with Gaius now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm sorry about that. I just they really blew away your roll there. So
A 5? I'm shocked.
Gaius.
It was just a low roll. What happens? The dice are cruel.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, you know. So, guys steps. You know what? Screw it. So bonus action casting spiritual weapon.
Nice.
Can you make it look like
So-
a killer bunny?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Where do
It's
you
gonna
want it to
appear-
go?
It's
Right
going to
there?
appear right there.
Sure. Bunny.
Okay.
And I meant to just show the spell, Paul. I know you don't want the roll and the damage at the same time. Do you want me to redo those? Or just take it out as what I rolled for the time being?
Oh.
Because I accidentally clicked the wrong button, which
Yeah.
did
No.
everything at
We'll
once.
let it go.
All right,
What does the weapon look like?
Oh, it just looks like his hammer.
Okay.
He's not nothing fancy right now.
Okay. Okay, so a giant purple hammer appears, and I'm assuming takes a swing at E.
E, correct.
Okay.
The one I and read.
Okay. And kind of swings and just goes over his head as he ducks.
Gotcha. At which point, Gaius will step up and actually just take a swing with his real hammer and see if he gets any luckier with that.
Okay. Give it a
Come
shot.
on. Nope. He's just swinging and missing. Swinging and missing.
Okay. Anything else?
That was action. Bonus action, my move. I am done, sir.
Okay. Butt Trumpet, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to try and be a little adventurous here, but since I'm well out of sight, I'd like to kind of, in my inventory, I have a light crossbow, and I'd like to aim under Nikita, like aim it between her legs and kind of go for C's ankles.
Okay. Well, C you can't see because that table has been stood up. But E you can see. And you can also see A. A or E.
Let's go for A.
Okay. So give that a roll
So I
with your
can attack?
crossbow. Yes, you can.
All right. Nope.
You
Well, the idea was very cool.
you fire it, it hits the chair and kind of goes and hits into the ceiling.
Oop.
And you all hear little butt trumpet go, oops. Is there anything else you'd like to do, butt trumpet?
Well, who can I see from where I'm at right now?
You see E pretty clearly, and you can kind of see A. You can see part of A without the chair there, with the chair there. But E, you have a pretty good view of between Nikita's legs there.
Let's have. Let me attempt. I'd like to see if I can. No, I'm gonna hold up. I think I'm all right for right now. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Nikita, now it's your turn.
How sturdy does the table look?
It's kind of like a picnic style table. It looks sturdy, but I mean, it's not. You're not going to shatter it with one blow, if that's what you mean.
Okay. No, just checking.
No, questions are always good.
And in terms of throwing it, how heavy?
It's a good solid tail. I mean, you saw it took two of them really to kind of throw it over.
What is behind them? Is there a wall behind them?
Yes.
Can I charge the table and
You
push
certainly
them
can.
both back into the wall?
You can try. There are legs, so I mean, there's a chance that it might kind of. There's a chance that one of them might get pinned or both of them might get pinned. There's a chance also that the leg, because you don't from this point you can't really see where the legs are on the other side.
Right.
So there is a chance that it might do something.
Pinning or damage to them. I am fine with either. What shall I roll?
Strength.
Yeah, give me a strength roll, please. Strength check.
Strength check. Strength. Normal.
Oh,
come on!
Oh!
that was so close.
Eeh.
Okay, so you run up to it and go to put your shoulder in it, and it budges a little bit, but it seems like there's something behind it kind of blocking it, preventing it. You can
Do I have any... Go ahead.
You probably have a little bit more movement if you'd like to do something else.
Where would you say I am? Right about here?
I would say there.
But I still have a good... Can I attack, or am I just left with movement at this point?
I'd say that was your attack. I'd give you a bonus action.
Just checking.
No problem.
Yeah, let's start this off right. I'll use Action Surge
Okay.
to attack E. At least try to swing at him.
There you
Go ahead.
Good lord, don't roll 2. Still doesn't work. Okay. Give me a sec, sorry. It has been a minute.
You hit the table and it budges just ever so slightly, and from behind the table you hear a voice say, a laugh, and you hear, "You really have no idea who you're messing with."
Oh, sweet cheeks, I don't care because you're going to die.
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
God,
Come on,
sweet
roll.
cheeks.
Roll, you shit weasel.
That's what it took, huh?
You just got it.
That's one way to get it done, I guess. Oh.
You swing and it kind of like, before it gets you, clip the chair, and you kind of take one of the corners off the back of the chair.
Do I send any splinters his way? Anything.
Yes, but they kind of just hit his front and spray. Okay. Any other movement before you?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Reed, sir.
Can I get under the hammer, the glowing hammer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of incorporeal until it whacks something.
Yeah, and also it's up higher than you are anyway.
Kind of
So
like me.
Very good. All right. Well, I will underneath there, and I'm going for a sword attack.
okay.
You have advantage.
All right,
And you
Yes.
have advantage.
with advantage.
Please, one of us hit them the first round. What happened to that adventuring group that went into that one bar? Oh, they all died.
Their group name, the Low Rollers. I got a 12.
Okay.
Rolled
You,
on into town, then they got rolled over.
You go in to swing, and you just kind of clip the edge of the wall over here.
Ah.
Well, we got him pinned.
But I'm going to use my bonus action to back it up.
Okay.
Back it up.
Now, do you have
And
because you got into melee range, and then you backed up.
Cunning,
right.
I think, cunning actions, which negates that
cunning
if he
actions,
uses
yeah.
it.
Okay, I just wanted to ask.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
No, you can A-up me if I step away, but not the rogues.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything, so I was just trying to,
I apologize. I said bonus action. I meant cunning action.
it's
Which
an
is a
easy
bonus
mistake. No problem.
Which
Gotta
is
do them
bonus.
cunning stunts.
Hey.
Careful now.
What?
Kellen, sir.
All right. Hey, is it possible to
Just don't trip
reveal
on
the
those
entire
words.
map because I'm still in shadow and I can't see them all?
Say that again?
I am still in shadow. Is it possible to reveal the map? Because at this point, I doubt they're all invisible. I cannot see.
Oh,
see.
I see that. Can you see on the map? Because there's parts of the map that are not going to be visible to you. Can you see on the screen where our webcams are to get an idea there?
Yeah, I can see there. Okay.
Let me also see what I can do about. Does that make anything better for you?
It's brighter, but no one's visible. But I can see. Just in the interest of keeping combat rolling, I can see what we're doing. So I'm going to peek around. I think I can move from there, right from here. I'm going to peek over, or just sort of lean over, and take a shot at A, and then shout, "Someone get that guy!" And give who's over there, and give Gaius advantage on the next attack, and take my shot at A, who I've leaned in to sort of shoot over.
Actually, if you stay where you were at the first part, you could reach around the fireplace and get a. I think you could probably get a shot at him.
Okay, that's what I want.
As a matter of fact, take advantage because he was focused on Nikita or actually butt trumpet, I think, because they fired their crossbow.
Okie dokie.
Shit.
22. Normal.
And that'll be a sneak attack.
So +3, and then will it add? Yeah, I'll just have to do it manually. So 16 points of damage.
On A?
Yep.
Okay.
Very
And
nice.
then I'm going to get in behind this chair. Or get
Okay.
in behind the table for some cover.
Okay.
And end my turn.
Very good. Okay. Glorious stands up.
Oh, thank God.
Please let him be better than we're doing right now.
Hey, where's
You all
Eldred?
talk such a huge game.
It's
Yeah.
okay. I shot one.
It's all part of the plan.
It's been
Intimidate, lull into a false sense of security.
Then destroy.
Then we
Down.
then we get them.
Let them break their fists on our faces.
Glorious
That
comes
won't work for
over,
me.
grabs A by the arm that has a crossbow reaching out. And basically, it's a halfling. Swings him around and tries to throw him into the fireplace, but basically cracks his head on the stone above it. And
Just as good.
then pulls out his sword and looks around. And that's his
Okay.
move.
Good move.
A is stunned. And now it's their turn. B fires a crossbow at Glorious. Just kind of gets pushed to the side. A does the same, C does the exact same thing. Except that one hits him in the shoulder. Glorious doesn't even seem to notice as it's sticking out of his shoulder.
He has been drinking for a while.
Nikita and Gaius. Each of you give
Yes.
me an attack of opportunity.
Oh, all right.
Guys, you've got advantage.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Attack with the Warhammer.
That hits.
Let's see. Yep. Yep. So let's get you some damage there. Could be worse. Could be better.
What are the two die for?
I don't. Oh, because it accidentally 5. Go with the 5.
Okay,
It gave you what happens if I two-handed the weapon instead of just one-handing.
got it. Okay. So you get him across the shoulder, and it kind of slightly spins him. Nikita,
Gotcha.
give
Who are
me
we
a.
hitting?
You're giving me an attack of opportunity against E.
Okay. A little better.
Nice.
That hits.
16? Yeah.
Yep.
16's better.
So 6.
Yep.
Okay, you get him kind of at the base of the back with your sword.
I'll take it.
And Reed, give me a dexterity check, please.
Alrighty.
He's coming for you.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Oh. It was an 18.
Am I the only one whose Reed's rolls are hidden from?
Yeah, I see them hitting too. I think you have them on private roll. Right?
Yeah, I see it. It was a 4.
Yeah, I couldn't see.
Oh, I'm just nosy.
Okay, so Reed,
Yes.
he comes over and basically tackles you, and the two of you go across the table.
Uh-oh, now the bunny's going to get in on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turns out that bunny
Thankfully,
also has
the bunny
tentacles.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
take 4 points of damage, please. And give me a strength check.
Okay. No.
Okay. You are currently grappled.
Okay.
Okay.
Could you guys see that one?
No, it came up as question mark for everybody. It still looks like it's a private DM roll.
Dan, if at the bottom right hand corner where you do where it says, it might say public roll or private GM roll, switch that to public.
Got it. Yep. Got it.
Okay. Gaius, it is your turn.
Ah, finally I get to try and do something again. Okay. Spiritual weapon's gonna float on over to E.
Okay.
Take a swing at him.
Okay.
See how this
Just
goes.
like that, Nikita.
Oh, that's not good. Bad spiritual weapon.
It swings over him because he's down on the ground with Reed.
Yeah. Which point I'll step up. You know what? Have C give me a wisdom saving throw, Paul.
Ooh.
That would be a big old 1.
Oh yeah, he definitely getting all of this. I forget. Was C damaged, Paul?
No.
Okay. So just and roll. So he gets a little ringing in his ears and experiences Toll to Dead and takes 3 necrotic damage.
Okay. You can see from where you are, Nikita. You can't because the table's blocking. Hand goes up to his head, and you hear Nikita. You do hear. Oh fuck!
Nice.
Yeah, we got magic.
Oh, right, no, that's what he said. Oh, I thought you broke something and you were swearing.
No, I hurt the man sonically, I guess. All right, so that was my action, bonus action, and I don't see a reason to move, so I'm good to go.
Okay. Okay, butt trumpet.
Okay, so A is incapacitated right now. E is over with Reed. If I were to move a little bit, would I be able to see B and C?
Yes, if you came over like near like past Gaius, like about there.
Okay. Then. Oh, there. Nope. All right. Well, that's where I am.
You could go a little
I
farther,
would
like there. Yeah, if you want.
Well, alrighty. Yeah, I'll try that. I would like. I'm going to attempt something here. I would like E to make a charisma saving throw.
Bunnies.
Okay. What do you do?
I am attempting to cast Bane.
Okay, and what does Bane do?
I was
Up
born
to-
in the dark. Sorry.
Everyone talks in a funny voice for the rest of the turn. Whenever a target fails this saving throw, whenever a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Very good. Okay. They are now. Let's see.
Oh, they baned now.
They have to wear a gas mask. And,
You merely adopted the darkness.
That's right. That's right.
Born in it, molded by it.
Watched that movie too many times.
Okay. It takes effect, butt trumpet, and you have no effects. No strange thing happens.
Oh, no bunnies?
No bunnies. Matter of fact,
Next time.
you don't see any bunnies in the area. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
My bunny should be on the chair right next to her.
That'd be a really tame bunny if it was still sitting there.
Reed, you do notice that chair was knocked over with the table.
Ah. Oh no.
I am
Buddy down.
good for the rest of my turn.
You're
I've
good?
moved and I've done my action. I'm good.
Okay. Okay, after Butt Trumpet cast their spell, from around the corner, you see hands come and this shot of flame comes across B and C.
Ah, Eldred's here.
And C's shirt seems to start smoldering a little bit, including bits of their hair.
Crispy.
So it is now Nikita's turn.
Okay. I am going to hopefully not block too many people because I'm short. Move up here beside C and start whacking.
Okay.
There we are. Good to go?
Yep, go ahead.
love of God, would you?
Bacchus. It's Bacchus you got to pray to.
Somebody.
Those cross-beam legs are kind of getting in your way as you're trying to reach in there. And they're just kind of gumming up your sword as you do that.
Yeah, well, he ain't getting past me, so I plant my feet and make like a mountain.
Okay.
A very tiny mountain.
Read, sir.
What do I gotta do to get out of grapple?
Give me a...
Or can I
Go on.
can I attack while grappled?
You can attack.
Like draw a dagger or something?
Yeah. You can use your sword that you have out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. You have no movement.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, to get out of it, it's a strength or dexterity check, I think.
But it's an action to do.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will attempt to hit him with my sword.
Okay.
All right. That's a 1.
Roll me another one. Roll me another one. I mean, roll me another 20-sider. If you roll another 1, it's a critical fumble.
Please.
Wait,
Wait,
no.
that was your attack roll, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a
He's
halfling.
Right.
Yeah,
So what I'm
halfling.
saying is he gets to roll it again, but if it's another 1, it's
Okay.
going to be considered a critical fumble.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a critical fail table.
Yeah, it's critical fail, yeah. But, okay, you just don't hit. He has you pinned pretty good.
All right.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to try?
Is there anything I can do from my... But can I bite him?
I mean,
Make a roll with disadvantage. I'll give you the shot.
Make a teeth check.
Exactly.
Teeth check. All right. Disadvantage.
of course.
Wow.
I didn't get the 20, but I got the...
Okay. Roll me a 4-sider and half it.
You bite the shit out of him.
You'll do a minimum of 1.
Maximum of 2.
All right, that's
We can math.
we'll say that's 2.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Little halfling teeth.
Okay.
And as I'm doing that, I'm looking frantically for the bunny around on the floor to make sure nobody's
Okay, give me a perception check with
Hoping that what you do rubs off on it.
yeah. Perception?
Yep.
There's bacon grease in the wound.
Okay, so
16.
right around the corner you see a little bright splash of color looking to be shivering. It's for like a split second.
Okay. Good enough. I think he's safe.
Kellen, sir.
One way to think of it.
Okay. So from under the table, just sort of drop down and seeing that Glorious has smacked this other halfling fellow against the fireplace and has stunned them, I'm going to shoot them.
Great. Have advantage.
Attack. Advantage.
Very
Stun
good.
to Damage.
Give me a sneak attack.
Oh, 5 and sneak attack. Damage. So 16 points of damage again.
Nice.
This thing's starting to get up on one elbow. You shoot it like just below the chin, and it just goes limp. Glorious
so,
looks
yeah,
over,
see-
kind of bends down, looks under the table, and goes,
and he gives me a thumbs up.
"Yep."
I go like, thanks. And I point at the other one and give him advantage.
Oh yeah, please do with him.
Okay. So Glorious's turn. He comes over here, throws over the table. And goes to run B through, but just kind of gets him underneath the ear and doesn't connect, but comes awfully close. And his sticks basically into the paneling behind the wood behind it, and kind of has to shake his sword and pull it out. And that's that. That's his turn. So their turn. B swings his sword at Glorious. And actually just connects like across his chest.
Ow.
And you see it open up the white silks, and you see a bit of blood start to stain there. And Kellen, you can't see this, but Gaius, you can. This happens, and Glorious looks down briefly and just smiles.
No shit, they pissed him off.
Yep.
I liked the shirt.
That's right.
It was my favorite white silk shirt.
Yes.
Nikita,
Nah.
a 19.
It's
For 6 points of damage, you get a crossbow bolt, like dead right above the shirt, the chainmail shirt.
ooh.
From C, who then uses his cunning action to then get out of the way.
Sneaky rogues.
And Reed. That's a 12.
That is a miss.
Okay. You see a dagger come down and kind of scrape against the stone next to your head.
Very good.
Okay. Gaius.
All right. I see how I was hoping this would have been done by now. So, Gaius reaches, pulls the wineskin out, takes a swig, and then sprays it out into the air and casts Bless at a second level. So I'll put so everyone sees it. And Kellen, Butt Trumpet, Nikita, and Reed. Now, when you make attack rolls or saving throws, you roll a d4 and add that to the results.
Nice.
Bacchus bless you all. And then Spiritual Weapon will still take a swing at E.
Okay.
And we'll see if we actually hit this time.
Get him.
I think that's a hit.
Nice.
You definitely hit.
All right.
Whack.
And of course, I roll on the damage.
So is that a 1?
Yeah, well, it's a 6 total. I got a +5, but there's yeah.
Okay,
It's my spell casting modifier that gets added to the damage. So
gotcha. It
So
whacks
hammer
him
comes-
across the head, and the guy looks around and goes, "What the fuck?" And as he does that, he's like slobbering over top of you there, Reed.
Eh.
I continue to try to dodge these attacks of slobber and daggers.
okay, so that was my turn, Paul.
Okay, butt trumpet.
All right. I am going to attempt. So, is C out of commission? Is that right?
C is not out of commission. They are just
Hiding.
yes.
Cowards.
Can I not see them then?
No, you do not see C.
I
CC.
do not see C.
You see B?
Alrighty.
Maybe CE?
CDs are great.
Yeah, I would like to attempt to. Now, I would like to cast Dancing Lights,
Okay.
if I may. All right.
And where would you like to? How would you like to cast that?
I'd like to get that more around E's vicinity since he's all over Reed.
Okay.
And I would prefer that the lights take the form of a medium humanoid.
Okay.
And let's see, that is my one action. I suppose I could also attempt to move under the table where he's at for a future idea.
Okay.
It's not letting me, thank you. So, that is my action for now.
Okay.
And I ducked out of sight, so let's see what happens with that.
Okay. So I rolled to see if E had any sort of was able to how he reacted to this, and I rolled a 1. So
Yeah, okay.
So he's
You don't
kind
like
of-
magic.
not sure what the fuck's going on at this point.
Ooh, interesting.
And along with your lights, you see another burst of flame come over the top of that character's head, E's head, and his hair catches on fire.
Okay.
And you can see behind him standing Eldred.
Give him a little thumbs up from under the table.
He gives you a wink. Okay, Nikita, it is your turn.
The table is out of the way, yes?
The table is, you can get around it. It's flat down with legs sticking up.
Okay,
And they're the cross legs like on picnic tables.
right. So I can get up in B's face? Or
Yes, you
knees, as it
can.
were?
Yes, you can.
Excellent. And then we start attacking again.
And that's 16 would hit.
Great.
Nice.
That's more like it.
10 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
You get him underneath the arm and the side, and he's like, oh! And you see Glorious go, thanks for doing what I couldn't. And he gives you a wink.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
And I continue. I just continue with my, I am really enjoying this grin. Don't stop dancing now, darling.
Read, sir.
All right, I'm gonna try and stab this guy. Need to get him off me.
Do it.
A 16. 16 hit.
If that doesn't,
Yes, it does.
I was going to say, if it doesn't, roll a d4. I blessed all
Now do
the
I
arm.
get-
It-
Oh, that's right. Do I get a sneak attack with all these people nearby me, or no?
I am going to say yes, because A, you have Butt Trumpet next to you, plus you have the distraction of the dancing lights, and that his hair's on fire.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say he's thoroughly
A
distracted.
little distraction. Oh, look, Pepsi.
Huh?
I just said, oh, look, Pepsi.
An
Is it-
alchemist
never mind.
concoction. An alchemical
That's a
concoction.
total of 11 damage.
Okay.
Can
So
I,
you
can
stick
I
your...
use?
Go on. No, go ahead. Reed, go ahead.
I just want to try. I still want to try and wiggle out if I can, and while he's so distracted and being stabbed and all that.
Okay, well, that would be an action.
If so, I can't use cunning action for that, right? Okay.
No, not when you're grappled.
It allows me to disengage if that is a possibility.
Okay, hold
That's a
on
good
2
question.
seconds then.
Boop, boop. Let's see. Cunning action. Dash, disengage, or hide. What is disengage? By definition, that is not the right place.
Can you disengage from grapple? I mean, probably no, right? If grapple reduces your movement speed to zero and
yeah.
disengage requires you
Yeah.
or allows you to move up to half your movement speed away.
Right. Okay, here's what I'm going to say, Reed, okay? Because you were going to say something and I started speaking at the same time. What I was going to say was you are able to get your sword up as he's shaking his head on fire, as he's kind of trying to get these dancing lights out of his face, and then the fire comes and gets his head on fire. Because it came from the back, he goes and leans forward, which then skewers him on your sword as you are bringing it up. And he just kind of limply falls on top of you.
So you're not grappled anymore. Good
So
news.
what I'm going
You're
to say
you're
is,
pinned.
next round, you will be able to as roll me a dexterity check. As long as you don't roll a 1, I will then give you half movement to get out from under. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Kellen, sir.
All right. Gonna like under the table, roll over to the side, and I see who's that there? That's B, in front of Glorious, who just got a little poke action from Nikita. Gonna
Hey now.
reload and take a shot at Mr. B there.
Okay. Oh, very
Nice.
Sweet.
Meh there, but
Yeah. Sneak attack.
4 plus 5, 9. Can't win them all. 9 points of damage on B. Finish him, Glorious! And Glorious advantage.
Okay. Anything else?
And I'll take the remainder of my movement to shimmy back under this table. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get under this other table.
Okay. You say that, Glorious turns around and says, "Will do." And as that happens, two halflings stand up and at the same time stab deep into Glorious from the front and back.
The fuck?
Got a sandwich.
D has been hiding this whole time.
Mm-hmm. And taking their time to sneak around. As was C.
I wondered where he went.
And both of them do a pretty good darn job. Glorious is still standing, but he's got his back and front is beginning to really flow with blood. But even with that, Glorious gives a failed swipe, like at the one in front of him, and stumbles back. Whoops. Towards the fireplace. And then goes into the corner. Sword out, pulls a dagger, and just kind of is ready. And you, Kellen, from where you are, and Nikita, you can just see the front is just covered in red.
Not today, Glorious. We've got you.
Gaius, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right. So E is dead now. Spiritual weapon floats over here in front of D. You're going to take a swing at D. A dirty 20.
Very good.
And damage is 12.
Oh, nice hit.
Doggone head.
Whacks him upside the back of the head because he's focused on Glorious. Kind of makes him stumble a little bit.
So is A, C, and D still? Is A still alive? Is that one out of commission?
Dead.
Okay, I just making sure.
Okay.
And then let's see. 5, 10, 15. As Gaius is walking by, he points at D, who he just did some damage to, and he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
An 8?
15 is the... Nope, 15 was the number to beat.
Okay.
So he gets the old Toll to Dead.
Ring a ding ding.
And he gets a whole 2 damage. Ooh, I rolled that D12 terrible.
Sometimes.
Yep.
Somehow you managed to do
And,
Dinner Bell of the Undead.
Yeah.
Dinner Bell?
Oh my god, I love that.
Dinner bell
Okay.
of the undead.
Okay, so I move action, bonus action. So next on the list.
Butt trumpet.
All right, let me make sure I can do this first. Checking this way, doing my little. All right, I'm gonna start with a bonus action. That all right?
That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to cast Misty Step to get closer to D because.
Okay, well, hold up a minute.
Wait.
Bonus action has to be a cantrip. Your action can be Misty Step. But
Oh, no. But certain spells like Spiritual Weapon, Paul, is a bonus action spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
Certain spells can
I'm
only...
sorry.
There are certain spells that are only a bonus action.
did not know that about Misty Step. Go ahead, Butt Trumpet. My mistake. I'm sorry.
It's
It is okay.
So, Paul, just for clarification, like there are now if they cast the bonus action full spell Misty Step, they can only use a cantrip as their action now.
I'd like to make my way back over. D isn't dead yet, right? They're still
Correct.
kind of kicking
Correct.
a bit, but then
Correct.
I'd like to trying to move myself over, but I can't.
Where
I'd
do you
like
want to move
over
to?
to D.
There?
To D.
To
Like
there or
the-
there?
I was thinking about like the chair that's like right by D to kind of like crouch under it.
Gotcha.
Be with Spiritual Weapon.
Alright.
Yes.
And rather than a crossbow, I'd like to attempt to make it go for their ankles with my dagger.
Very good. Go for it.
All right.
Dagger, dagger,
Give
dagger.
me a sec. Grr.
15
Yeah,
Butt
sorry
Trumpet.
about
That
that.
hits. That hits.
Sweet. All right. Having a tough time finding the damage thing here. Oh, there it is. It's right there.
Okay,
A
so a
whopping
4?
4.
4 is
Yep.
4.
Got at
And
least a
base-
tendon in there.
Yep, you got it right. You stab right through the ankle.
Woohoo!
And you hear them go yell. Like scream in pain at that.
Sweet.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, like movement-wise or anything?
So do I still have like a little bit of movement left after making my way under that chair?
Yes, so you came, you used your dagger. Did you use a spell?
No, I had wanted to, but each of those.
Okay. So you could
Yeah,
use
I
a
wanted to,
cantrip.
but I don't have the slot left.
Right, well, you could use a cantrip if you want, or you can continue to move. But D would get an attack of opportunity on you if you moved out of range of them.
I'm just gonna scooch like a little bit back more toward Nikita, and like I'll just end my turn there.
Okay, that's still within range, so no attack of opportunity then.
That's fine.
Okay. Glorious. It's Glorious's. No, actually, no, it's not Glorious's turn.
I believe it's Nikita now.
No, now. Kellen, from your right, you see a bunch of bolts of light come and hit D and just kind of riddle them with these bolts of light. And as they scream out, now it is Nikita's turn.
All right. I'm going to continue hammering away on B.
Very good.
Hells yeah.
Nice.
Oh! You skewer them in the chest, and they just go limp and drag your sword down to the ground as you then pull it out. So B.
I turn towards. Sorry, go ahead.
B is dead.
I turn towards C and point at him with my sword. The end is near.
You see
I had
C's
it.
eyes like just darting around. Read, sir.
All right. You said I got to make a dex check, correct?
Yeah, just don't roll a 1 and you're fine.
Now that you said that.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
Nah, no worries.
Not a 1.
There you go. You're able to push the body off of you and pull your sword
Very
out
good.
and get up.
All right.
So you have half movement.
All right. Am I able to still pull out a bow or no?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. I
Duck,
will
guys.
aim at. I'm aiming right between. I'm aiming for C. That's all I can
Okay.
see. Who's up, right? C.
Yep.
Ooh, a 19.
That hits.
Excellent.
On which one again?
C.
C.
Okay.
It's not sneak attack, right?
No.
Against C?
6 points.
Correct.
I'm standing next to him, aren't I? Is
No,
that
you're-
not trigger it, or I
you're
don't know the
the-
rules of rogues?
You're a little further away. I don't think it would count.
Okay. I shot him good for 6.
Okay. Okay.
Is the bunny right behind me?
You'll have to look. Give me a perception check.
All right. Doing a quick bunny check.
Bunny chat.
Behind the rabbit, it is the rabbit.
I rolled an 11.
You don't see it.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
You brought a bunny with you.
Who brings a bunny into
Who brings a bunny to
battle?
a bar fight?
Helen, sir.
Gaius brings a bunny to a bar fight.
Okay. What is the D is still up right next to the spiritual weapon there?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to shoot them.
Okay.
Shoot. Roll a d4.
Don't know
I
this
don't
one's
think it'll
not
help,
that,
but
Yeah.
No.
no, definitely not that. Not that one. Damn. Finally get to
all
use
right.
the damn bless I've used. And
But I will give Nikita advantage on her next attack.
Okay. And Nikita, take that attack right now.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can step right up to D. Hey, baby, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
It's the doily salesman all over again.
getting weirdly intimate.
Oh.
All right.
Roll
Dirty
damage.
20.
Nice.
We'll take it. No. Oh well, I still injure him.
No, you actually, he only had 2 hit points left, so.
Oh no, you murder the man.
That was your attack of opportunity because he and C were making a beeline for Glorious.
Oh, well, I'm within
And
AOP
made a beeline.
range of C, Paul.
What?
I'm within
Yeah.
area of opportunity attack.
Give me that
For C.
opportunity attack then.
And
All right.
the end is
Let's- Come on.
Hit him with it.
12?
No.
No.
Okay.
I suggest you run, friend. Don't try anything
So-
stupid at this
Well,
point.
before you can even say that, he charges Glorious, and with his short sword, kind of you just see from behind it kind of swing upwards,
No.
and as Glorious seems to go down to his knees, both of them stand still for a moment.
You're going to pay for that.
And you see the halfling just fall back with that dagger sticking out of his throat and falls down and just kind of is on the ground. Glorious is there, drops his rapier. You see his gut kind of opened up and it's kind of beginning to bulge out like organs are about ready to let loose.
Hey, Paul, are we done initiative in combat right now?
Basically,
Because if
yeah.
that's the case, Gaius is charging up and has immediately zapped him with healing word to stop the
Okay.
worst of it from happening.
Okay.
to stop whatever that is.
Okay.
No
Give
good.
give me
Delayed
Give me your heal.
disembowelment.
Right. Okay, so immediately hitting him with healing word, which gives him 11 points back.
okay.
And then as Guy skids down in front of him, begins the second healing spell, which takes in every party member as you hear him beginning to mutter words to Bacchus for the next 10 minutes and is catching Glorious up in the spell. So anyone in the party that has taken damage, you get at least 18 healing done to you.
Whoa. Nice.
Power heals.
At which
See
point,
that?
hey man, I'm a life cleric. This is legitimately what I'm made for.
Oops, that was the wrong freaking type.
There will be no guts bulging on my watch.
Okay, so what was the total Glorious takes?
Glorious
29.
receives a total of 29 health
Okay, good.
hit points back.
power
Well, they're
of
on
our
the
healing
ground.
wine
I'm
wizard.
fleecing these.
What was that,
motherfuckers.
Kellen?
They're on the ground. They're dead. They're getting fleeced. I'm
Okay.
running the pockets.
Yeah, Gaius is
somebody's
over there
on
like washing the wounds with wine and muttering, and
I check on
mean,
butt
Kellen's
trumpet.
just Kellen's just robbing him.
Are you okay, butt trumpet? Was this your first fight?
First of all, Mr. G, was it?
Yes, it was.
I looked up at her. How did I do?
You did great. Really proud of you.
Thank you.
Now I don't
I
have
kinda
to
wanna
worry
do it
about you
again.
getting killed when we go in the sewers.
Oh, while I'm thinking of it, I'd like to roll perception to try and find the bunny.
No, I'm glad
Yeah, I
everyone's
ain't
got their
I ain't
priorities
trying
straight.
too hard on that one.
Roll, give me a perception check.
Oh no, the
Reed
bunny
is
is
obviously
missing.
still-
What will I do?
Don't worry, you're still. Oh, actually, I think blessing wear it off now, so no worries. Oh shucks, no bunnies.
You think you might have saw just the slight bit of color about here, and then disappear.
Uh-oh.
Is
Reed is the closest there. Reed, look.
What?
Behind you.
Where?
Look for your bunny. It went that way.
I'm running.
Okay. Over there, there's a door,
just getting cut then.
and
Did it go?
Kellen.
Oh, as
you're
that's
going-
happening, yeah, I'm fleecing them. Oh,
Yep.
I'm sorry. Were you about to? As I'm robbing them, as I am going, they're dead. They're not being robbed. As I'm running their
Looting them.
pockets,
Yeah.
this is what happens. This is how it's done.
Mhm.
As I take whatever I take off their person, discreetly, I whip out my dagger and I carve a rook into each one.
Okay, a chess rook or a bird rook?
That's a rock.
Ah,
No, there is a rook. That's another name for raven, I think.
Yeah.
You're right. There are rocks. There are rooks with
they're,
it's plumage. That's the word.
Nikita's right. It's another name for a raven.
Oh, that's weird.
So is it
Bird
a chess
names.
rook?
The chess rook, not the
Okay.
not cacaw. But
Which would be a lot easier to draw, as a matter of fact. So, or carve, as the
Yeah.
case may be.
Down there
It's like, oh, weird. What is that? Is that a
Bloody little
sparrow? A blue jay?
As you're doing it, Eldred goes, "Do you want to be X's or O's?" And he takes out his dagger.
That's creepy.
Should I roll? I'm gonna roll perception because I don't really want to see this, but
Roll perception not
I mean,
to
I'm being
see.
discreet about it.
yeah, I'm hoping I roll poorly.
I figure Eldred's right next to you because he was there, and
Roll for how well your fingers cover your eyes.
it doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't mean that
exactly.
anyone else notices, Kellen.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I don't think anyone else, because you're being subtle. I don't think anyone else knows. As a matter of fact, Eldred might actually position himself so as to block the view. So
Appreciate it.
Eldred the enabler.
I've heard
Yeah,
worse
I'm-
wizard names. He says.
Just carving one in, except for the big guy. The big guy gets it right on the forehead.
Okay. When you're going through their pockets and everything, you get a total of 38 gold pieces and 27 silver pieces. From all of
38
them.
gold, 27 silver.
Yeah. C also has a very nice silver dagger.
I will take that.
All right.
Any armor or anything on any of them that might be useful?
It's
did
all
we-
leather, and Kellen, you also get a scrap of folded up paper, parchment.
So, parchment. Is the silver dagger just a dagger?
It looks like it, but it looks rather ornamental.
Okay. Well, this is the Jack move. It's happening. I'm taking the ornamental dagger. Take it, just put it in the belt. Scrap of paper goes in the pocket. The coin purses I just sort of like tie up all together, tuck into like one of the side pockets. This is, business as usual. If anyone does see me fleecing them, it seems more methodical than slapdash. Like, Perhaps I've done this before.
Right.
Shock.
I don't mind you stealing from them, but do we have to?
Well,
I
I guess
don't
you would have
even-
seen the last one, because the last one I sort of take my time to
Yeah.
really
So
You get it right.
Nikita's a little.
get
Come
the
on, man.
buttresses in there.
Ugh. That's a little. Come on.
You want like a cookie press
Well-
where you just put it on their head and just like whack it with a mallet and it just
Gonna have to get one of those made.
Yeah.
A stamp instead of rubber, it's just
Yeah.
knives.
yeah. It's like slap
cup.
chop.
There you go.
I turn
Do they have any
around.
kind
This
of
way, there are
identifying marks
questions.
on them? Oops, sorry.
Well, I turn around and like sort of wipe the dagger on the big one's chest, just wipe it, put it away. This way, there are questions, and none of them are about Glorious.
Okay.
Okay, I can go with that. Don't make a habit of it. That's creepy.
I'm almost certain it's a habit. Just gonna take a
He's a little
wild
too
guess.
good at it. Do they have any other identifying marks on them? They made it sound like, oh, you don't know who you're messing with.
Aside from the new ones,
Yeah. Aside from their new brand.
Tattoos.
Driver's licenses.
Match set of china. How much are you going to search as far as for things like that?
I'll do investigation. Or is there something deeper than that?
Okay, so you'll take time and really kind of go through.
full cavity search.
Rubber glove,
You'll
got
stop
it.
till you
Okay.
hit the teeth.
The carving into the forehead was creepy, but as she takes the rubber glove,
We will search you everywhere and find all of your secrets.
I'm merely searching. I'm not defacing, literally. What the hell am I doing again? Investigation. Okay.
I don't know.
are-
You tell us. It's just... Oh,
okay. Under the one armpit, you see a tattoo that at first looks like a dagger. But upon closer look, it is a dagger, but the pommel of the dagger is a small skull, and wrapped around the handle, almost like a brace, is a serpent.
Oh
And
god, they're death weavers.
Nikita, give me a perception check.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna need backup. Anyone else want to proceed with me?
If Nikita
Oh,
has
yeah.
alerted me for this, I will have.
Okay, you want to, you know what?
I would like to tell everyone about the weird tattoo in the armpit.
Okay, it's below the armpit, so it's like the side of the chest.
Okay.
But Kellen,
Mhm.
as you're finishing up your carving on the thug that was over top of Reed on the forehead, as she's describing it, you notice that the dagger in your hand fits that description to a T.
I'll just sort of look up at it, turn it over. Think I
Yeah,
found the reference.
that's exactly what it looks like.
Huh.
Nobody else has the tattoo?
Just-
Or are you gonna?
Oh, if you're going to check they all have it. Oh, excuse me. The thug does not. The one that you're carving into his forehead,
Right, big E.
but the rest of them do.
Yes.
Possessed.
Oh my god, my rabbit. Cat's after my rabbit. Can I get through that door, Paul?
You go over to it, and it's locked.
Can I pick it?
The
Sure.
bartender's right here. Can we talk to him?
He's about to. You can ask.
I'm looking for my bunny.
My bunny.
The
My
bun
bunny.
bun.
Tell me about my rabbit.
Don't pet it too hard. I already said that.
Reed?
I'm rolling. What am I doing? Sleight of hand?
Roll your pick locks.
Yes.
That's sleight of hand, right?
Sleight of hand, yes, sir.
What have you done?
Ooh, 22.
You pop that lock.
Pop it and lock it.
I break out the
Put it in
lockpicks.
the pouch.
And from behind you, you hear, all you had to do was ask. I would have opened it for you.
Shit,
My
sorry.
buddy's in there.
Excuse me?
Said anything.
Excuse
I
me?
don't explain it.
You
anymore, I
heard
just
him.
run
His
You heard him. His bunny's in there.
If you mean like a real animal, get it the hell out of my storeroom.
in. Working on it.
Oh, it'll be happy.
My
All
buddy's
right.
in.
I start searching for the.
Okay.
Searching for the buddy.
Give me an investigation check.
We're going to have to use
Over
that again
5
if
to
someone
10
asks us
bunny.
when we break in. My bunny is in there.
That's cool, guys.
14.
I got the guy bleeding out over here.
You said.
Yeah,
it
no,
was
his guts. His guts are pushed back in just fine.
Excellent. Do you need a band-aid?
You find your buddy
No.
kind of shivering, scared to death between a couple barrels and some sacks of grain.
Huh?
You assume they're grain. You're not sure what it is, though.
I take off my hat and try to get it to hop into my hat.
Okay. It's just shivering there, like not even moving, and so you can kind of grab it and it won't do anything because it's so afraid.
Okay.
It might squeak.
I tuck it under my hat. Put my
Okay,
hat on my head.
you got it.
And I come out triumphant.
Trying. Holding the bunny aloft.
Okay.
How's Glorious doing? Can we get him out of here?
He's looking the worse for wear, but he's better than he was. He says thank you.
Well,
And then
let's
he gets
get you to the stone's throw, perhaps.
He gets a little grin on his face and says, "With the exception of almost dying, that was kind of fun."
Oh yeah. Hey, you know what we need? A drink at the stone's throw. Let's get the hell out of here.
Behind you, you hear just a minute, and you turn around. The bartender says, "I believe we have something that needs to be settled up here first." And he starts setting up glasses on the bar.
No,
Takes a
okay.
bottle and just starts pouring down the line.
Yeah.
And there's basically
This is set it
a.
on fire too, just to.
You say that, and he's like, "Look, the blood and gore is one thing, but these buildings are really old and close together. I don't want to burn the whole neighborhood down, so let's just drink and call it a day, okay? Or a morning, as
Sounds
it was."
good.
It's a morning. What a morning.
Nostrovia. And to Glorious, not dying.
Yes.
Glorious goes.
Prost.
Glorious looks at the bartender and says, "Really?" He goes, "Okay." He puts up a big mug and starts filling that up with the thing. And Glorious says, That's more like it. That's why I come back here over and over again. He takes
You're
the mug in
Bacchus,
one
man.
hand.
You're trying to.
Takes the mug in one hand and the shot in the other, and basically does both of them.
Did he just car bomb? Did this man just car bomb?
Just like, yeah, he invented it.
Hold on.
And a legend was born.
The dive bomb.
Yes.
Because they're no
The die bomb. I like that. That's good. And Gaius, give me a perception
Yes.
check.
Okie dokie, Smokey. Perception. 18?
That'll be enough. This whiskey is very good. It's not like what you had the Barons, but it's probably slightly better than what Butterbeer has regularly been giving you, which is good. It's a good quality whiskey, but what he just gave you this shot of is a little bit better.
Great. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good, we'll say.
Like,
Oh, not lizard's piss?
damn. It's like, damn, bloody buckets.
You say that, Nikita, he says, not really known for my beer selection. Sorry.
I don't care about beer.
So, anyway, I
I've taken my
appreciate...
shot glass in both my hands and I throw it back so far that I probably toppled backward.
Okay. You see Butt Trumpet's little feet up in the air, and then you hear,
No, no more. Reach down, set her back up on her feet. No more like that.
I learned it from you. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are real bad influences on Butt Trumpet.
You guys.
Say,
Oh yeah, just
glass
reject
full.
that one there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what's the plan from here?
Cover
Glorious
up
back to
Glorious
Yeah.
and get himself back to Butterbeer and the Stone's Throw. That'll be the plan.
Okay.
Do I have any money on me?
How much did you have? If you carry your money with you, did you have any left?
Yeah. I think, well,
I've-
I don't know if we ever agreed on a number. Or I've forgotten.
We'll say
Guys,
with
looks
what you've
behind
spent, to have 7 gold pieces, because you've been spending some money in here and there.
Yeah.
What is how many corpses are there on the ground, Paul? Was it 5?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that. Hold on.
Yeah. Guys
Yeah.
is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and he takes out 5 gold coins and puts them down on the table. He's like, for the inconvenience.
Wondrich says,
for
"Thank you,
reading my
sir."
mind.
And
That's
also
what I
that
was
excellent whiskey. Oh,
Because that's
come back just
what
for
I'm
that.
known for. Yes.
that and the excellent entertainment.
Well, we usually charge a cover
you
for
put
action
that?
like that, but you know, hey.
Can we get the percent of the action?
We'll talk.
Let me know next time there's bare knuckle brawling.
I own another bar. We'll talk if you're serious.
Yes,
not?
but for now, let us get Glorious somewhere where you can relax for a bit.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go.
Well, just saying, if you ever find yourself down by the docks and you want to make a little coin, look for a bar called the Red Herring.
Red herring. Good to know.
Let them know that I sent you and that you're looking for to make some coin.
Nice. Spasiba, thank you.
Ah, my pleasure.
And what was Paul? What was the bartender's name again? It was the
Wondrich.
W, right?
Wondrich. Wondrich.
Okay.
Let's get the glorious show on the road.
Okay.
Yeah. We throw that giant billowing cloak over him. I strip myself out of splint mail.
Wipe off my sword on one of the dead guys.
Yeah, I just assume that happens at some point.
Yeah.
All the normal. No, we're not shady town's guardsmen.
Wondridge says, thank you for taking care of some unpleasant customers that I wanted to get out of here anyway. And you folks come back again sometime.
Oh, yeah. Pleasure.
Preferably wait till after lunch, perhaps, but, you know, next time.
Oh.
I don't
Gotta
usually
get started early when you day drink.
I don't usually have a breakfast crowd, but and Gloria says, yeah, sorry about that. He goes, only for you would I stay open, so have a good day.
You as well.
And Gloria pulls up the cloak, and you guys head out?
Yes.
Okay. What's your marching order, or walking order, as it were?
We
I
want
guess same
the,
as going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say same as before.
Put yourself out in the roadway there, please.
Okay. Remove my little token right out there, and then I guess go on the solid stack it.
I'm not being allowed to move for some reason. It won't let me move my character.
Okay. How's that?
Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't know why it won't let me.
We'll work on that.
And just assume Gaius will hang next to Glorious on the trip just to make sure he's not going to drop dead.
Okay.
How is he looking? Does he look like he needs a little bit more TLC there, Paul?
Yeah, he actually does.
All right. He's going to hit him with a cure wounds then. Oh, snap.
Ooh,
Yeah, he
oh,
gets
nice.
25 extra hit points there.
Okay. He still looks to have a little bit, but he's doing so much better.
Yeah, there you go, Chip.
Says, thank you. I think
That's why you always get in a bar fight with make sure the cleric's on your side.
he says, when we get back to the Stone's Throw, first round's on me.
I
And
like
you
the sound of that.
You start heading down the the alley. You okay there, guys?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I drank water and it went down the wrong tube.
Eldred says that's the
Fine.
problem. You're not used to drinking water.
Yeah,
Don't breathe that.
fool
Don't breathe
me.
that.
Let me break out.
Nikita.
Oh God, there's no alcohol in this liquid.
Nikita, give me a perception check, please.
You with the terrible eyes, give me a perception check.
Yes.
Oh, that's actually.
Okay.
Cobblestones.
You hear a shh, and then a thud, and then you hear in front of you, and Glorious
who?
goes down to his knees, reaches out and grabs your arm, Gaius, and sticking out of the back of the center of his back, above, like right where your head was, is a long arrow.
Son of a bitch!
Can
I
I
just
use-
fixed that.
Yeah.
Can I use my reaction protection to like have that, or can I help that?
Okay. Everyone give me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
10.
Okay. Gaius is the only one because he was drawn. The attention was drawn to him by Glorious taking his arm as he went down. Gaius, you turn around, and right here, I don't know what that was. Right
You
here,
tell us.
you see.
Oh yeah, the Kool-Aid Man.
On top of a roof, you see a figure with a bow, and then it backs up. And with the dirty 20, I'll say that it looks. You could make the connection between those two figures that left the bar when you came in.
Hmm. Well, if that's the case, then as he starts, I feel the stumble and pull. I look up.
You see that as they're backing away and out of
Yes,
sight.
and I just archers on the roof, and with Gloria still holding on to me, I another pulse of cure wounds out on him. This is getting ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Jeez.
Wow.
Well done.
Nice.
Well done.
Wow.
I say no, sir, and I grab the quarrel, and just as I yank it out, the wound just seals itself behind it. You live, you son of a bitch! You owe me a drink.
And Glorious looks up at you and goes, fuck, man, I want to party with you more often.
Well, let me tell you about Bacchus, and slips a pamphlet in his pocket as he picks him up. And, now let's fucking hustle out of here.
You just hear Glorious say, "Don't go making it awkward."
It's not awkward. It was a joke. Come on, I don't care if you pray to him or not.
Okay, and that's where
I'm
we'll
sick and
call
tired
it
of
a
healing
night.
your ass.
That's where we'll call it a night for tonight.
Excellent. Oh.
Okay. Folks, thank you very much for sticking with us. I'm glad if any of you experienced any streaming problems, I hope they didn't last long. I tried to do what I could. So let's tune in next week and see what happens. Will they get out of the Shadow Streets safely? Are there more archers or more people looking to take out Glorious? There's a lot to wonder what's going to go on. Tune in next week. Same Grognard time, same Grognard channel. And remember, we're all new to this. We're not professionals. We're just trying to share our fun with you. So whatever you do, whether it's to us, these wonderful players who are giving up of themselves, or even anybody on the street, a friend, family, or someone from work, be kind.
Hey there, kid! Come and talk to me. I think you're cute.